The following podcast is rated M for mature.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Rating Pending Podcast. I am your host, Victor the Red. Here with me, Racknol, Modern
Woo!
Mega, and Solid
Hey!
Space. This time, are you
Yo.
there, Solid Space?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright, good. For the topic for today's are Resident Evil 2 getting a remake. Fuck yeah. Resident Evil 6, the movie, being the last of the Resident Evil franchise movies, basically.
Yay.
And Guillermo del Toro says that he don't want to make any more games. Why you do this, man? Why you do this?
He doesn't want to be involved with games.
We'll talk about that. So
Yeah, right.
let's start with the Resident Evil 2 remake. Man, I'm actually excited. I was hoping that that they would do a remake of such, because when they did Resident Evil 1, I was basically hoping they would do the second one, but since Resident Evil Resident Evil remake was in 2002, 2003, 2001, I think, for GameCube. And that was like a long ass time ago. Then we got Resident Evil 0, and then Resident Evil 2. When I saw Resident Evil 2 for the GameCube, it was like, oh my god, a remake. But no, it was just a port. You could say HD port by the time, I guess. And then Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, I was like, oh my god. But have you guys played any of the Resident Evil? Like, have you played Resident Evil 2 in particular?
Yeah.
No.
Why not? Why haven't you played that?
More or less same reasons why I hadn't played Metal Gear Solid when it was
Because
out
you
at
never
the
had the
moment.
chance.
Sort of.
Oh, and
At the
Jose,
time I was okay. At the time I was younger. I was a scaredy cat. Later on, zombies are no longer a problem for me. I actually find them hilarious, and I love zombie games. But at that time, everything that was dark and involving
now that you
anything that
say
could be
that-
moderately scary, I did not like.
Now that you say that, I have to confess, yeah. When I was a kid, like, I didn't know what Resident Evil was to begin with. I had a PS1, and I remember that my cousin, I regretted the thing that I did, and I've really, really fucking regretted. So I had this cousin, and I had the PlayStation 1. I was playing Crash Bandicoot, all those games. I was like in 1998, 99, somewhere like that, somewhere around that time. And I was a kid. So my cousin tells me, "Oh, play this game," and he like gives me the original box for Resident Evil 1, but it was the greatest hits. No, was the director's cut, which is the crappiest one. Which is the crappier version, but it did bring the Resident Evil 2 demo, which was great by the time. But I didn't know shit, so I just saw this like the cover. It was this guy, this figure guy with a super fucking light machine gun. I was like, oh my god, this. I'm pretty sure by the time I didn't know what it was, but right now I'm thinking, wow, this game must be like a war game and such. But no, as soon as I start the game, like I remember that there's this horrible, oh my god, horrible intro scene. I remember it, like this horrible intro scene. But by the time that shit was, fucking amazing. So the game starts on a mansion, and I'm like, what do I do here? And my cousin tells me where to go. I remember the first time I encountered a zombie, I started screaming because I was scared shitless, and because it started eating me, and when you die, it puts like when you die, like you see the freaking fade to white transition, and then you see your body on the floor, and you get eaten, and it says you are dead. Those moments, I was scared shitless. I would have nightmares, and my cousin was just laughing at me. Fucking asshole. So years pass, and I'm hearing an echo. Who has an echo?
I have no clue.
No idea.
Anyway, let me see. Let me check here. Technical difficulty. Somebody's having a freaking echo. I don't like to hear myself twice.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too.
Are we seriously having an echo?
Yeah, we are
Yep.
having an echo. Oh, not anymore. All right, good. Huh. I'm gonna keep that for the podcast. That's actually pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny. So years pass, and I'm still scared shitless about the freaking game. And I remember that my older GameCube, the purple GameCube, basically died. Like it didn't work anymore. And I told my grandpa back in 2004, 2005. I asked my grandpa for as a birthday gift a new Nintendo GameCube, and he was living in Philadelphia back then, and he bought me that, and he sent me through mail, and it was an used GameCube, and it came with a game, and my cousin. Motherfucker. My cousin gave me Resident Evil Remake for the GameCube, and I'm looking at that box and I'm like, nope. I was like, nope. Because I was like 11 years old, and I still remember the time. Oh, by the way, these are two different cousins. So what are the odds? Still cousins giving me the same game. And I remember I saw the Resident Evil 1 remake game, and I was like, no, fuck that. My brother would play it. I would say, no, fuck no. I won't have any nightmares with those games. And eventually, I sold both games, in which I regret it now because I love that series right now. Like, it's actually funny how years pass, and I fucking hated the game because I was scared shitless. But when I started playing Resident Evil 4... When I started playing Resident Evil 4, yeah, I know the echo is back. Don't worry about it. It's actually pretty funny.
So weird.
Yeah.
It's not really that bad anyway, so hey.
Yeah, it's not that bad. So, when I started playing Resident Evil 4, I gave the series a chance because I was still, scared shitless. But my brother was playing it with me, and I actually love Resident Evil 4. I really, really love Resident Evil 4. And then some Resident Evil 5 came in 2009, and I gave that a chance. I loved it by the time, but when I started looking back to it, I was like, wow, this game was pretty short, even though it was enjoyable, but it wasn't a scary game. It was more of an action-based game. And then, I gave the series a chance. I came back. I got the PlayStation 3, and I bought Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. But those motherfucking 3 games. And I didn't finish the first one on the PlayStation 1 because it was the director's cut, and that was the horrible fucking version. So I got the GameCube version, Resident Evil Remake. I rebought that again, and I played it, finished it, loved it. Resident Evil 2, I finished it. Surprisingly, I finished it in under 6 hours. That's actually really weird because I remember I played the game, but I was so into it that, I don't know. The game made it really, really easy for me. I used the Leon character, of course. I fucking love that character. Resident Evil 3, never finished it. For some reason, I never finished it. I never had the chance.
Did you play Nemesis?
That is 3, Carlos. God damn. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, that is
The remake, though.
There's no remake for 3.
Yeah, there is.
No, it's just Nemesis port on GameCube.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
But this guy, oh my god. Anyway, so I never
Leave a
finished.
comment, subscribe, guys.
I never finished Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Never did. Code Veronica, I remember that I played it, and it took me a long ass time to finish it. But the one that I'm hoping for, Capcom, damn it, if you're listening to this, we're getting a trend of remasters, and it's completely fine for me for Resident Evil because I want to play them on these consoles, on PS4, Xbox One, completely fine. We're getting right now, we already got on January Resident Evil Remake remastered, remastered basically.
Yeah.
So we got that, and it was fucking amazing to play that again. And now next year we get Resident Evil 0 remastered. Again, fucking amazing. The one game.
What the?
You okay, man? I'm not listening to
Okay.
music. What the hell, man?
Yeah,
That
but
was Carlos,
but
wasn't it? It was fucking
No,
Carlos.
it wasn't me. It was Jose.
Yeah. Anyway.
Also, was that you?
Yeah, pretty
Also, you
much.
pulled the.
And the one that I really want this to happen. Capcom, again, if you're listening to this, please. I'm pretty sure Jan, if he was here, Vortex, if he was here, he would back me up on this. I want a Resident Evil Outbreak remastered. Now, you don't need to do a remake. No, a remaster of File 1. I didn't like File 2. But File 1 with the online co-op capabilities from now. Because I remember when that game came out on PS2, there was an online system. But there was a small, I'm pretty sure there was a small portion of people who played online games on the PlayStation 2. There was at least a small portion of it. Because I don't remember playing that. I remember what? You needed to have a special adapter for to put it in the back of the Ethernet cable slot to put another Ethernet cable. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway,
Retarded.
that was retarded. It had an Ethernet cable in the back that I'm pretty sure I was like, oh, if I connect it, no, you need this special contraption, this add-on to put it in there so you can put another Ethernet cable. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. But hey,
At least
what?
they were trying.
I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but okay. So I really loved Resident Evil Outbreak, and it had like 9 characters in total, and each of them had a special ability. And I remember that I was Mark, the whatchamacallit, the security guard, and he had a special ability. And Alyssa was a reporter, and her special ability was to unlock doors.
Yeah, that was mine.
I really love that game. Capcom, I think this is the only thing that I will ask Capcom to do. Please, please, a Resident Evil Outbreak remastered. When you finish the Zero, of course. I know that now that we're gonna start talking a little bit of Resident Evil 2. I really love the game. I finished it under 6 hours. The one thing that I'm gonna say about the Resident Evil 6 remake, Resident Evil 2, what the fuck? Resident Evil 2 remake, it's that keep the creepy camera angles.
Yeah.
Keep that atmosphere that you had back then, because I don't mind the third person, but it takes away the scary, the scary, playthrough, I guess. The play style of it, it's not scary anymore. Because when I played Resident Evil 4, yeah, there were sometimes you were getting scared, but it wasn't getting scary. It's just you were like nervous, like fuck, get away from me. That's the only thing. Like, oh, I gotta run. Or not that like Resident Evil 2, it's like fuck, I don't have fucking ammo. I have to keep running. Oh no, they keep chewing on me. Like, those times, like the
And
camera.
leave the difficulty like the old times. Don't.
They weren't much of difficulty, because I remember Resident Evil 1 was just asking a weird question. I was like, oh, would you rather climb a mountain or you just go straight ahead? I was like, what the fuck is this? But I was basically setting up the difficulty, and I was like, oh, smart.
And changes the plot very.
I remember that when I started Resident Evil 2, I would pick Leon. Never finished Claire. Never did. That's one funny part. But when Resident Evil 2 remake comes out, hey, I might finish Claire there. But about Resident Evil 2 remake, I'm actually excited, because fucking Resident Evil. Like Resident Evil basically kind of died with 6, because 6, the only campaign that I really loved, Leon, because Chris, I don't like the action-based Resident Evil games. And Jake Mueller was kind of like the weakest one, but it was fun to play. But I really loved the Leon, because it basically, I felt that was freaking Resident Evil.
So you can say the last good game was 5?
No, the last good Resident Evil game...
4.
4, yeah. Because
And
Resident Evil
5 wasn't
5...
that bad.
No, 5 wasn't that bad, but it wasn't... It was
that good.
It didn't
Up to
feel
standards.
no, it didn't feel like a freaking Resident Evil game. It was more of a here's Chris Redfield starring Chris Redfield, and Wesker is here, and kill him, and there you
Killing
go.
black people. Yeah.
And killing the Maginis, and so
Africans.
So yeah, that was pretty much Resident Evil 5. I liked it, but I think the last good Resident Evil that I played was 4. And so yeah, Resident Evil 2. Please keep the camera, creepy camera angles. That's pretty much it. Because if you have the same playstyle, I'm pretty sure everybody will love going back. Hey, Resident Evil Remake, the remaster that came out, you fixed the controllers, so you don't have tank controllers now. So that's pretty fine.
Yeah.
If you can implement that to Resident Evil 2, that would be perfect. So that's just me. But hey, I'm trusting Division 1 making making Resident Evil 2 remake, so I trust them. Let's see how it goes. When do I see it releasing? 2017, I guess.
Late.
So, late 2017. I see
Yeah.
it around there. But and Resident Evil Outbreak, please. Whenever you finish 0, just that one. And if you want to stop making remasters, fine. But just that
You
one.
won't, but
Yeah,
sure.
no. I'm pretty sure they won't. But please, that's the only Resident Evil game that I really, dude. It's been what? It's been 4 years that I've been asking for this. I have even a freaking.
We're probably
video.
gonna see another 4.
It's like, yeah. Oh my
Next
god.
gen
No, stop.
remaster,
No, stop
HD
with the fucking
remix.
Resident Evil. Stop with the Resident Evil 4 remake, remaster. It's for the port on PS4. No, stop that. I had enough of Resident Evil 4 completely. Fuck that.
It's a good game, but
Good
Jesus
game, but
Christ.
you're just milking the fuck out of it. No. So Resident Evil 6 movie. It's
That's
the
how-
last. It's the last of the Resident Evil franchise movies, basically. And have you seen the movies, Evan? And
I have seen most of the movies. I didn't see the last one. I remember that actually. You know how I said that I was afraid when I was younger. I was afraid of zombies. I didn't really like anything that involving horror in any way, even zombies. When I started to get rid of my fear of zombies, it was mostly
Left 4 Dead.
no, that was the coup de grace. That was the one that just took it away. But actually, the one that started taking away my fear of zombies was when I started playing in arcade, and I placed House of the Damned or House of the Dead.
House of the Dead.
Out of the Dead.
Yeah, I started playing that, and since I liked arcade shooters, I started playing it because sometimes it was the only game they had that had a gun. So I
Yeah.
played that, and later on, when I already didn't have any problems with zombies or anything, I started seeing the movies themselves, and I remember seeing the first one, which was, in my opinion, one of the best movies of Resident Evil they made out of all of them.
The Resident Evil
And-
1 movie was pretty good. I remember.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
And
The second one was
honestly-
pure fan service. I'm gonna save it like that. But
Yup.
once they started doing 3, I was like,
3 was that they're not even trying.
what is this?
and 4 was what
my
are you
God.
doing?
I'm like, no, 4. I was like, okay, another fan service, and 5th was like, okay. I was pretty.
Ego fans, we heard you.
But again, this is the last movie for the franchise, and
Well, yeah,
Resident Evil 5 gave us a
thing is,
cliffhanger, and
A
again,
very
you know,
big cliffhanger.
a big fucking cliffhanger, and that those movies are a guilty pleasure for me. Like those are the
Same.
like I
Same.
love the Resident Evil franchise now, and when I see these movies, oh, they might be crap, but there's something in it that I really like that I can stop watching.
Like they're always gonna throw you something like, oh, do you remember this in the video game? I do.
The moment that I saw that Leon was gonna be on Resident Evil 5 on the movie,
Yeah.
I was losing my shit. I was like, oh my god, Jensen Ackles, I can see it, but no, it wasn't Jensen Ackles. Like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? And he played he played Leon, okay, like he was fine. But
It
when
wasn't
but when
bad.
I saw Jill being the Resident Evil 5 Jill, I was like, I was like, interesting. But when I saw Barry Burton, I was like, yes. Where is your motherfucking revolver? And when
And then-
and spoiler, I'm gonna say this in 10 seconds. You can skip this in 3, 2, 1. Barry dies, and I was like, what the fuck?
And it was very fast. They just show his face dead.
So yeah, ending of spoilers. So Resident Evil 6, I'm obviously gonna see it because it's the last of the franchise.
Yep.
But
Probably
I'm
all
gonna
gonna
call
say
it.
that.
I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna call this right now. Resident Evil movie franchise is getting rebooted.
No.
I am going to call that now.
That's so.
I can see the movie franchise being rebooted. No, I can see it because since Paul W.S. Anderson doesn't need he's not going to make any more movies.
Yeah.
Who's using the Resident Evil franchise? Sony, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna reboot it, and they're probably gonna make it somewhat better.
Wait, Sony got the rights when I think the third movie. Then
But I can see it definitely getting rebooted. Eventually, I see a movie coming on in later years. But hey, at least maybe they'll make a better franchise.
play one game at least.
Yeah, because Paul W.S. Anderson, I understand that he had this idea, like implementing game characters to this original character, in which is fine for me. But once you start making way too much fan service, way too much, and like, oh, we gotta make these characters, make them in the game, like in the movie, take these characters, put it in the movie, but have no reason behind it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, here's Leon. Why? Don't know.
Because fuck you.
Because, hey, have Leon. Oh, Chris. When I saw Chris, I was like, that's supposed to be Chris? And it was Wentworth Miller, which is Captain Cold in Flash. I was like, that does not look like Chris. And he had and his freaking, when I see he's acting, it's like, did he actually got out from Prison Break to come back to this? Because it's the same thing I'm seeing. It's exactly the same thing I'm seeing, but hey, the movie was okay. I enjoyed it. Guilty pleasure again. But yeah, I see it getting rebooted in the next 5 years or so, or 4.
I would really like that. Preferably if the reboot sticks to the stories in the games.
Let me rephrase it. There's nothing wrong on using an original character to make a Resident Evil franchise movie. It's completely
definitely.
fine. But if you're gonna use game characters for the movie, have a reason behind it.
Yeah.
Because
And try to stick to the story, at least.
Because Wesker got in Resident Evil 5, I was excited. Fuck yeah, Wesker! But I was literally seeing a copy paste from Resident Evil 5. Again,
Yep.
fan service.
No, wait, that was.
No,
four.
that
That
was
was four.
oh Resident Evil 4, yeah.
Wesker.
Afterlife, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw Wesker, I was like, yes, fucking yes. And when I saw him, but as soon as I saw him, I was like, when he threw the glasses, like, am I seeing the same thing from Resident Evil 5? I was like, this is fucking
Yeah.
amazing. But again, Wesker, no reason behind it. Like, those are fan service movies, and I really loved it, but again, there's nothing
More
bad.
research.
No. There's nothing wrong on making an original character and putting game characters in it. Just have a reason. Because the two movies that I really love from Resident Evil, they're not from the franchise. They are from like the CGI animated ones, which was Damnation and Regeneration.
Yeah.
Those were the two favorite movies, and it all started Leon. More reasons behind it.
Yep.
But yeah, do I see a reboot? Yes. And Resident Evil Outbreak remaster, please, Capcom? Yes. So, Guillermo del Toro not making any more video games.
It is honestly a true shame, really.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I understand the guy. Yeah, like, if I were him, yeah, I would be like, man, I would feel bummed out. I was like, man, 2 times, and every time I'm trying to make a video game, something goes in the way, and everything is fucked.
Did I do that?
Did I do that? No, but everything is fucked. I completely understand the guy, but
That shouldn't stop you. though.
I'm gonna say this to Guillermo del Toro. I'm pretty sure if he hear this, fine. If not, if I were you, I understand you, but if I were you, I would give it a chance. Hey, man, third time's the charm. And hey, wrong place, wrong time. basically. Because when you got into THQ, they were already bankrupt.
Yeah.
And when you got to Konami, hey, I don't need to
Konami.
say it's Konami. I don't need to say more.
And Konami was thinking to do that a long time ago. They just did it when you got there.
And hey, even though it had a problem with Konami, but hey, Guillermo, I have to say thank you for basically unmasking Konami of how they are. Basically, when the Silent Hills cancellation came out, and you said, "Oh no, we're no longer working," Konami just pulled the plug. I was like, "Huh," and that's how the whole fucking Konami chaos came out. And hey, man, thank you for that happening, because you know, even though Kojima's the one suffering there, and Metal Gear Solid 5 in 17 days, recording today, Saturday. August 15th, fuck yeah. So yeah, Guillermo, I say that you should give it one more chance. Like, just
Don't
one
give
more.
up.
Don't give up, because the video game industry is fucking fascinating, and I'm pretty sure you and Kojima will just nail. Just start a Kickstarter campaign. Everybody will just chip in to help you out.
I know Victor will.
My money's already. If you actually made that, you have my money guaranteed. But I didn't. If you put a $5,000 one, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get that one because I'm not rich. But I would.
But a dinner with Kojima himself.
Kojima and Del Toro himself, I would pay it. But hey, I don't have money. I don't have much money, but I would. But I would. You have my word. Yeah.
I'll sell my body to science just
Pretty
to do
sure.
that.
I'm pretty sure I would do that. Well, anyway. So you should. Give
I
it a
tried,
chance.
but I don't think science is interested. So far, no one has been.
But you
Moving
should give
on.
it.
I try,
you
but hey, I can't offer my lungs.
You
Don't
should
work.
give it a chance. One more chance. Go with Kojima. I heard an article that Kojima and Del Toro will start working on a new project, even though it wasn't video game related. But man, try it one more time. You know what? Revive Insane IP, which was your IP. Do it with Kojima. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fucking fantastic.
Yep.
And hello, Konami doesn't need your shit. Like, you can like go to another publisher. If not, self-publish it, you guys. I'm pretty sure. But
You
hey,
have the money.
But hey, Kojima has fucking a few people he knows. So hey, why the fuck not? And now that Kojima is leaving on December, a lot of doors will open for Kojima for any. It was like, you know how many fucking publishers and companies are dying to get Kojima to make a video game for them and shit. Again.
I heard Naughty Dog was one of them, right?
Oh my god, no! Oh my god! Holy shit! If
That
Kojima
reaction
goes
was
to
priceless.
if Kojima goes to Naughty Dog, holy shit!
Naughty Dog wins video games.
No, yeah,
Just wins.
the end. Nothing. Need to say more.
Game Awards.
Right there,
Yeah,
spot on. Right there,
Naughty
Game
Dog,
Award.
congratulations, and it's over.
But yeah, Guillermo, you should give it one more chance. Like, give it one more shot. Hey, you tried it 2 times. You got 2 strikes. The 3rd time is the charm.
It was just bad luck.
It was it wasn't bad luck. It was just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Because again, THQ bankrupt, and Konami. I don't need to say anything else. But just give it one more chance. And I'm pretty sure if you make a game with Kojima, it's gonna be fucking fantastic. Or Revive Insane.
And we'll support you 100%.
Again, Kickstarter. That's where everything is going on. And look at this Shenmue 3. Look at Shenmue 3.
Yeah.
Look how fucking successful that was. So, if you just put Del Toro and Kojima in Kickstarter, hey, you will have like $7 million in 24 hours.
You'll need to have like a fucking game name, right?
And I'm being that
game.
unrealistic. I want to be, I'm just like.
And hey, as long as you don't pull any Yafune, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Del Toro, one more chance. Come on, man. Come on, one more chance.
You can do it.
So ending it, but on a side note.
Oh god.
Hey, you brought this shit up.
So this flew under the radar, and it was on like in the Gamescom week, right? and
Yeah.
there was a leaked Fallout 4 gameplay footage. And whenever you put that on YouTube, Vimeo, Dailymotion, it's gonna be taken
Copyright
down. Why?
infringement?
Because copyright infringement. But
There's one website that doesn't
wait,
give
wait,
a fuck.
wait. But, and I'm saying but because it's actually funny. But
But
if you
But-
put that in Pornhub.com, hell no, it's not gonna be taken down.
they don't give a fuck.
But they actually took it down. It was Pornhub who took it down
Yeah.
because I think the explanation was it was no porn.
Yeah.
I was like, this video is not porn.
But that's not the only video that has been
Yeah, it's been leaked
released in
there. Yeah.
Pornhub. There's
But
a lot of
it's
videos.
actually on
Hey,
that side note, it was actually pretty funny how
They
Fallout
put
4
a whole season of Tokyo Ghoul up on Pornhub once.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's be rational here. It's not the first time. It's not going to be the last time.
And they never have like the names that you think they're
No,
gonna be.
the Fallout 4 the
Jesus.
Fallout 4 one was
Oh, it's hilarious.
dude gets beaten by a big butt man, something like that. I was like, what the fuck? And it was actually pretty clever, whoever made that. But again, Fallout 4 leaked on Pornhub. That's not a first time who does that, but it's pretty funny to mention it.
And they're one of the number one streamers right now on the internet.
pretty much. And so that's pretty much it. Cause this week was kind of slow.
It was pretty shit.
It was pretty shit.
Like-
Yeah.
Like video game wise was pretty bad. Movie wise, it seems to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
movie
that's
was.
not our
Yeah,
part
that's
to
not
cover.
our stuff. Eventually we will, but that's not our stuff. But you know what? You know what? Just 2 minutes of it. Star
Okay.
Star
Disney
Wars.
Expo. There you go.
Star Wars D23. Even though they're not gonna show any footage, but they showed us the cast for Rogue One, and
Yep.
the fucking official poster for fucking Force Awakens looks beautiful.
Which looks fantastic.
A new theme park for Disney. Oh, yes.
Two
theme parks for Disney.
Well,
Fuck
it's the same
yes.
one. But yeah.
And Civil War, Captain America, and more concept art for Doctor
Still
Strange.
waiting for that teaser.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
It's
It's
coming.
9:57 at night, and I'm still waiting for that to be on surface online. So,
It's coming.
yeah.
Amongst other things, a lot of animated works from Pixar.
Oh
We're
yeah,
getting
and the
incredible
Incredibles
Toy
2,
Story
yes.
4.
Cars 3. Crickets.
Cricket.
Cricket. But yeah, Incredibles 3, Incredibles 2, 3, what the fuck? Incredibles 2.
Toy
Yes.
Story
And, Toy Story
Finding
4.
Dory, yes.
Uh,
Toy Story
Yes.
4, yes. So,
Amongst other things.
I'm on other things. But
Yeah.
the one that
Oh,
we're-
Space Jam 2. Don't forget that.
You know what? Now that you said that, we're gonna end it right now. Fuck Space Jam 2. No.
But
But-
Kobe Bryant, though.
No, LeBron
Oh,
James.
Oh, wait.
And we also-
Even though
Bryant was-
LeBron James
also
was
got
pretty funny on
the-
Trainwreck, he was actually pretty funny. I'll give him
We also
that.
got the director for episode 9 for Star Wars.
Colin Trevorrow, yeah, from Jurassic World. But the one that I'm actually really worried, ending it right here. The one that I'm really worried is the episode 8, which is the director for Looper. I didn't like that movie. There's a lot of people. There's some of the people who actually love the movie, but I, for one, I don't know. I just maybe I didn't understand it, but I went to the theaters. I saw it. I was fucking bored.
You know,
as
since
shit.
we're doing this already, I just want to know what's the whole deal with having 3 different directors for the same franchise.
All right. They didn't
You
give
haven't
it. They
even
didn't give
seen
it to J.J. Abrams. The other, I would have loved it, but again, if you see J.J. Abrams on Star Trek 1, it was pretty fantastic. Into Darkness, it was pretty cool, but it was a little off. Like I don't know.
think prices are involved too with that. So.
As well, yeah. But hey, thank goodness Josh Trank is none of them, which is the director for Fan 4 shit.
Yep.
So
He's never gonna get it. the
no,
movie deal.
he was listed for like runner-up for directors for the movies and of Star Wars movies, and he exited. Thank you, Josh, for getting out of that. So ending it right here. So that's pretty much it. It wasn't any big news this week. We just talked about Resident Evil 2 remake, and Resident Evil 6 movie, and Guillermo del Toro, not making any more video games, in which you should give it one more chance. And Pornhub. That's
Yeah.
and porn. So that's pretty much it, guys. I was Victor the Red, signing off. See you next week.
Bye.
Later.
Goodbye.